Chris. You guys have seen Chris in some of the commercials that I've shot and other various things. Chris has been a long-time friend of mine, and he's going to be a model today for a little lighting tutorial that we're gonna do. Hi, Chris.
All right.
So we're gonna be using an Aputure Nova P300. We've got a bounce floppy here, some C-stands, and we're gonna go ahead and set Chris up at this table. So the first thing you do when you want to light a scene is you want to look at how it's going to be most natural. So when I look at this table, I look around and I say, what do I have happening in this environment that I have to A, control light-wise, and B, that I want to try and lean into more, which would be motivated lighting. So I'll be filming from back over here, looking this way. I'm going to be using this window as my motivated light, and I could open it and use it as actual real light. You could blast the light through there as well. That's another thing I could do, but I think just for simplicity's sake, we'll go ahead and throw a bounce up here. We'll pull the table out and make it seem as though it's motivated light from there, and then we'll go ahead and play off of this light coming through the window back there. We'll pull the lines a little bit so it's not blown out, and then we'll throw a backlight just off axis over here out of camera's view, and we'll light the scene for Chris to be in there. Okay, as I started kind of pulling this table out to look at this a little bit more, I decided that I do want to blast the main key light through this window, and it's more than powerful enough. As I'm talking, you're seeing the light change out there, at least I am. I don't know if it reads on this little camera here. The only reason I was trying to avoid coming through there right now is because it's midday. It is 4 o'clock, so lighting is really harsh, really flat, really not fun looking. So I'm gonna throw the light out there, do the same deal, do it through the floppy. The 40 by 40 is great, but if I throw it up into here, it's gonna cause me to have to push this table way further out to try and trick the shot than I want to. So I'm just gonna blast the light through there. We're gonna make it look like it's more sunset by warming up the color temperature. Table mate, what do you think? Hello? Thoughts? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the floppy setup. This is just so that I can take the light and bounce the light up into there rather than shoot it straight through the window. If I shoot it straight through the window, it'll be really, really harsh. So I kind of want to soften it a bit. And I also want to try and block some of the light that's coming into this window. So I'm going to kind of create like a little bit of a shelf, like a bookshelf or a cave, if you will. In a roundabout way, this is bookshelf lighting. So something that would happen indoors is something similar to this. You create a little bit of this cave. As you see, this flops out, but typically you won't flop it out. What I just did was dumb. Flop it out once it's on there so you don't get it all dirty. I'm gonna leave that in there. Nobody's professional. It's always hard to do this crap in the wind. So as you see, you've got multiple, you can kind of see through here. You've got multiple fittings, size holes, so you put different types of grip equipment and modifiers on here. So now that that's there, I can go ahead and kind of flop this down. Nice, then we got this big bounce. Give me a sandbag behind you real quick. Thank you. Typically, if you're coming on to set with one of these, this would be like right here, right? You just leave this set until you got everything set. And your sandbag always goes on your tallest leg, your tall front leg needs to go in front for weight for safety purposes, but then stick that guy there. Alright, so we're going to kind of just tilt this bad boy down. I want to angle it a touch so that the light will bounce into there, right? Okay, there it is. Now this is working as a nice block. It's kind of blocking the sun from changing too much inside. So we'll stick our main light here, bounce it up into there, and have it come through. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop the sand on it already, so it's there once the light is on there. Because this is a heavy light. If I'm being honest, this is really pushing it for a C-stand. You would really want to put this kind of a light on more of a combo stand. This light weighs roughly 22 pounds. So you're definitely not going to get away with putting it on top of little tiny light stands that you get with photo kits or what you see in YouTuber videos. You're going to need to get some bigger stands if you're going to want to play with these kind of lights just for safety purposes. So like I said, this is the Nova P300 by Aputure. It's an LED light panel. What's great about these is it starts as a soft light already. For cinematographers, you're always trying to take light and make it as soft as possible. Unless it's a backlight or something blasting through a window, of course, and you want it hard. But this has got a lot of output, so it'll go ahead and give us enough light to blast through the window the way I want. And this light can connect to an app system. So we'll connect it to an app and run it off of that. And I'll put a link in the descriptions here for where you can buy all this equipment. These C-stands I picked up from Pictureline, which is a local picture store here in Salt Lake City, Utah, but they do ship. I bet that doorbell is going off and my wife is at work getting notifications, probably like, what is this idiot doing with his toys now?
Can y'all get away from the door?
Can you just go get a real job, please? Please. Movies matter, okay? I would like to do that just in case. And then try and keep the cables under the stand so nobody trips over it all. And striking. It's at 7.6% right now. But we're gonna crank it to 100% and then we're gonna go ahead and take it one. Let's go in there and see what that looks like. Because this will connect to the app, so I'll be able to run this light from inside now and we can make our adjustments. Unless of course I have to come out and angle it down. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so we got the lighting in place. Take a peek here. Now, there's Chris again. There's our light that's off right now, but it's outside of that window. We've got the backlight in place here, just the Amaran 100X, and we've got our shot set up here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and turn on our key light. That kind of warms it up a bit there. And now we'll go over and we'll turn on our backlight. Maybe that was kind of useful or fun to watch or none of the above. I don't know.